All right, ready to dive in. Today we're looking at AI and customer support. Like when you're shopping online, a chatbot pops up, or you get those, what are they called? Personalized recommendations.
Yeah, it's amazing how fast this tech has become like just normal part of shopping online.
Totally. And it's not just about being fast, right? It's like they're trying to make it, I don't know, feel more personal.
For sure. And the brains behind all that are NLP and LLMs.
Right. And we've got this report here that breaks it all down. But first, maybe we should explain those terms because not everyone's a tech expert. So NLP, what is that exactly?
So think of NLP, that's natural language processing, as the thing that lets computers and humans like understand each other. It's how machines can read and respond to how we talk, even if it's, messy.
So it's like teaching computers to get sarcasm and slang and all that.
Well, getting there. But yeah, NLP breaks down language into smaller bits so computers can analyze it and then like do stuff with it.
Okay, so there's a whole process. What's an example of that?
There's tokenization, which basically chops up sentences into words or phrases. Then there's part of speech tagging, which figures out what each word is, like a noun or verb.
So the computer's like taking a grammar class,
Aha, kind of. And once it gets the grammar, it can pull out the important info, things like names and dates and places. That's called named entity recognition.
like highlighting the key points.
Exactly. And then one of the most interesting parts is sentiment analysis. This is where the computer tries to figure out the feeling behind the words.
Oh, so is it reading emotions now?
It's getting good at it. Like, is the text positive, negative, neutral? That's huge for customer service because now companies can see how people feel about their products.
So if a company sees a bunch of complaints about something, they can fix it before it gets out of control.
Right, be more responsive. Okay, now you've got NLP breaking things down, getting the meaning, but then you have LLMs.
LLMs, those
Yeah.
are like the next level, right?
Yeah, large language models. Same basic idea, but trained on tons more data. So they understand language way better and can even write like a human.
So if NLP is reading, LMs are writing
Yeah.
like full-on novels.
Good analogy. They can translate, write different things, answer tough questions, even if those questions are, really open-ended or weird.
So this is where we get those super smart chatbots.
Mhm.
Not just basic stuff, but real conversations, right?
Yeah, understanding the context, even being creative. And that opens up a ton of possibilities for customer support. Imagine a chatbot that remembers what you bought before and makes suggestions, or even writes detailed product descriptions.
It's like the whole experience is getting more personal, more tailored to you.
Exactly. And as LLMs keep getting better, who knows what we'll see?
Mind-blowing. So NLP and LLMs like working together to change how businesses and customers interact.
Nice way to put it, a real power couple.
Okay, so now we have the basics. Let's see how it all works in the real world. We've got this case study here about OpenAI's GPT being used for customer support. What can you tell us about that?
Well, this report shows how some companies are using GPT, that's a powerful LLM, to handle all kinds of support stuff, from, easy questions to really complicated issues.
Well, not just the simple things anymore, but stuff that used to need a human.
Right. And since LLMs can access so much info, they can often give better answers than a person could.
It's like, I don't know, having a super smart assistant that knows everything.
And tailors it just for you. And it's not just OpenAI. You see Amazon, Alibaba, Shopify, all using this tech to make things better for customers.
Wow, it really feels like we're entering a new era of customer service, one where AI is at the center, but still, focused on the human side.
Definitely. It's about using tech to make things more human, not less.
Okay, so we've got NLP and LLMs, all this cool stuff they can do, but I'm guessing it's not all perfect, right? There must be some challenges too. We'll get into those. Well, not after a break because we don't do those. We'll dive right into the challenges in a sec. All right, so AI is shaking things up in customer service, but there's got to be some downsides, right? Like, it can't be all sunshine and roses.
You got it. The potential's huge, but we got to be real about the challenges. It's not like you just plug it in and poof, the robots take over.
Okay, so hit me with those challenges. What do companies need to think about with this tech?
Well, first off, the tech itself. This stuff is complex, needs a lot of computing power. Not every company can handle that.
So it's not just the software, it's the hardware too. What about smaller businesses? Can they even get in on this?
Not impossible. There's cloud stuff that makes it easier, but it's still an investment. Got to weigh those costs and benefits.
That makes sense. And what about, like, the speed? Doesn't it take time for the AI to, think and respond?
Yeah, latency is a thing, especially with those complicated questions. Customers get impatient if they're waiting too long.
Right. Got to be fast and smart. And what about all that data AI uses? Where's it coming from? And how do we know it's good data?
That's huge. Data quality is everything. Bad data in, bad data out. You train an AI on biased data, you get biased results.
So it's not just about how much data, it's about the right data. How do companies make sure of that?
Got to be careful where it comes from, make sure it represents their customers. There's also cleaning and augmenting the data to make it better.
Sounds like a lot of prep work before the AI even gets it.
Absolutely. Essential step. Good output depends on good input.
Okay, so tech challenges, speed, data quality. Anything else tripping people up?
User experience, that gets forgotten sometimes. Just because an AI can talk like a person doesn't mean it's a good experience.
So it's not just what it says, but how it says it.
Right. You got to think about the tone, the style, make it sound natural, helpful, even engaging.
Like having a good conversation, but with a robot.
Yeah. Not easy to pull off. You got to understand how people communicate.
And I'm guessing there's a balance with, keeping humans in the loop. We don't want customers talking to robots all the time.
Definitely not. Sometimes you need that human touch for those tough or emotional issues. Companies got to have a way to get to a real person.
So it's about finding the right mix. AI and humans working together.
Exactly. Best of both worlds. Okay, so we talked about challenges. Now let's look at what's working. Real-world success stories. We mentioned some earlier. Any more you can share? Sure. Amazon's a prime example. They use AI everywhere, handling questions, making recommendations, even managing their shipping. Super efficient, can handle tons of customers.
Like having an army of, what do they call them, virtual assistants.
Yep. And then you have H&M. They've got AI chatbots giving fashion advice, personalized recommendations, like having a stylist in your pocket.
That's cool.
And Alibaba used their chatbot, Alime, to handle a ridiculous amount of traffic during their big Singles' Day sale, answering millions of questions, suggesting products, even taking orders, all while keeping people happy.
Wow, sounds like AI is not just playing the game, it's winning.
It is, and these are just a few. Every industry's trying this stuff, using AI to make customers happy.
Okay, challenges, success stories, all pointing to the future. So what's your take on all this? What's next for AI and customer support?
Oh, we're just getting started. As AI gets better, expect to see even more personalized support, more intuitive, chatbots that can sense your mood, voice assistants that know what you need before you even ask.
So it's like customer service getting smarter, more empathetic, even if it's coming from machines.
That's the key. It's not about replacing humans. It's about using tech to improve the human element, make it better for everyone.
This has been eye-opening, to say the least. We've covered a lot, from how this tech works to what it means for the future.
Great discussion. It's always fun to talk about a tech that's moving so fast and changing so much.
All right, before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with one last thought. So with all this AI getting smarter, it makes you wonder about, the people doing those jobs now. What happens to them?
Yeah, it's a big question. Every time tech comes along and automates things, people worry about losing their jobs.
So robots taking over? Is that what we're in for?
I don't think so. At least, not completely. AI is great for the routine stuff, but there's still a need for humans. Like those situations that need empathy, creative thinking, or just a human touch.
So it's about finding that balance, right?
Yeah.
AI and humans working together.
Right. I think we'll see them teaming up, AI doing the grunt work and humans handling the more complex, nuanced stuff.
Like a partnership, each side bringing their A game.
Exactly. And that actually might make customer service better. You get the speed and efficiency of AI and the empathy and understanding of a real person.
So instead of being scared of AI, we should look at it as a way to level up, make things better for everyone.
Totally. It's a tool, and it's up to us to use it the right way.
Which brings up another point. What about us as customers? Do we have any say in all this? We're not just, along for the ride, right?
No way. We have a voice, and we can use it. We can ask companies how they're using AI, about the data, the algorithms, all that. Make sure it's fair, not biased.
So being informed, asking questions, holding them accountable.
Exactly. And we can support companies doing it right, using our money to, vote for the good guys.
That's a powerful thought. We actually have a say in how this all plays out.
For sure. The future of AI, it's not set in stone. It's happening now, and we can help shape it.
This has been a fantastic deep dive. Seriously, learned so much about NLP, LLMs, the challenges, the possibilities, all of it. Any last words of wisdom for our listeners? Something to chew on.
Here's the thing. AI is powerful, but it's a tool. It's up to us to use it responsibly, ethically. We got to be smart about this and make sure it's a future that works for everyone.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for joining us on this AI adventure. We'll be back next week with a whole new topic. Until then, keep exploring and keep those questions coming.